Hey guys, here we are again. Anyway, Vacchiano, one of the greatest orchestral players that ever came down the pike. One of the greatest. He had a good, solid, strong, high C on a C trumpet. Okay? Perfect for a symphony player. He had the control in the middle register. His offstage solo on the Pines of Rome would make you want to cry. I mean, on and on, right? Okay, he had everything. But unlike Mel Broyles, he couldn't go down and play lead in a studio orchestra. Unlike Mel Broyles, he couldn't play lead with Stan Kenton. Unlike Mel Broyles, he couldn't go up to the Catskills and do club dates. Unlike Mel Broyles, he couldn't put a piccolo trumpet in and play and do all Andre solos. You see what I'm saying? So even though virtuosity is fine, but without the register, you're severely, severely limited. Okay? Now, more to the point with this specific YouTube channel, I don't think I do. I play a lot of double C's because that's what people want to hear. First of all, that's what the audience wants to hear. That's what the conductors, the band leaders want to hear. That's what the contractor wants to hear. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, and quite frankly, that's what you guys want to hear. So I do that a lot. There's no question I play a lot of double C's. And quite frankly, I'm not, make no bones about it, I love playing double C's. I love playing high notes. They're fun. They're fun. It makes you feel like a He-Man. It's like almost like lifting weights. And who doesn't? Who doesn't want to do that? Okay? So I have no problem with that. But I feel very, very comfortable that I offset it with other music. I play Haydn concertos. I played Arbin incessantly. I play Fritz Werner. I play Bach. I play Handel. You know, a lot of lyrical stuff. Second mover from the Haydn. So I do feel like I offset it with other music. Okay? Lyrical stuff, lower stuff. Okay? So I don't feel like I overdo it with the high notes. If you disagree with me, okay. Now, with that said, the point of this channel is to give you guys the chops to do anything you want to do in the music. Guys, you will never be limited like the three guys I mentioned. You'll be never limited. Now, there's no question about it. Whether you're playing a concert band, whether you're playing a jazz band, whether you're playing in a symphony orchestra, the guys with the best upper registers are going to play first. They just are. There's no question about it. One of my friends emailed me something. Alan Vazzuti said 99% of the music is below low C, and 99% of us get paid for music high C, below high C, and 99% of us get paid for playing high C and below. And I couldn't disagree with him more. Now, this is a guy that has made a living dazzling us above high C. I couldn't disagree more. When you're out in that music business, who's getting paid most? The lead player. Every single time. Sometimes to the point of double, depending on what the book is and how many people are available that can actually play it. Every single time, the lead player is getting more. The principal trumpet player in an orchestra is getting more than the other guys. That's all there's to it. I mean, it's dollars and cents. Okay? And quite frankly, that's what the conductor wants. He wants a strong concert band constructor, wants the strong player on first to play the high C's at the end of the show. Your jazz band director wants the lead player that's strong. I mean, it just is. Now, here's another one. A lot of times, these acts, and this happened in my life as well, a lot of times these acts will put the lead player on retainer. So they're getting paid 52 weeks out of the year, just to, even if they're not playing, to just be available when that band leader wants them. I'll throw out a name. Roger Ingram. He was on retainer with Harry Connick for years. Okay? All the sidemen, all the other guys, well, they're on their own. And very often, if Harry Connick was just doing a couple things, he would just take the lead players and they would augment the band with people in the city he was going to. And with the retainer comes pension, welfare, health care, because of the high notes. There's a premium on high notes. When I was playing, one of my first jobs out of college was principal trumpet with the North Carolina Opera. At the time, I don't even know if it's still in existence anymore. I know the North Carolina Symphony is. I'm not sure if the opera was. But it was a lovely, down in Charlotte, a lovely, lovely little opera company that I had a blast right out of college. If you can imagine a 24-year-old dork actually making money doing this. I mean, it was some of the best times of my life, playing-wise. But it was a very short season, like a 15-week season. Okay? And when the season was done, I had a choice. Either I'm going to stay down in North Carolina and teach, get on the sub list at the symphony and all that sort of stuff, or I can come back to New York and make some money. And I got a call from Ben Vereen at 3 times the money I was making in North Carolina. And that is where my commercial chops really, my commercial gig really took off. And he took care of me for quite a while. Okay? And from there, I stayed in New York and freelance. And I did freelance a lot of orchestras and everything. But, again, from there it was commercial lead probably for the next 15 years that I was playing full time. Okay? Now, here's another thing. This is more of geared towards the professional player. Now, let's just say you and I are not Mel Broyles. We're not Herseth. That we are making top dollar since we were 25 with all the benefits and retirement and all that sort of stuff and dental and everything and making top dollar. Let's just say we're freelancing. The nature of the beast is today, and it doesn't even have to be in New York. It can be any city that you have your eye on that job in the symphony. That's what you want. And you're going to stay in that city and you're going to study with the guys in the symphony and you're going to sub in the symphony and you're going to practice and you're going to stay home. So when that audition comes, man, you've got it nailed. All you're doing is that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But let's just say things get a little tight financially. Okay? And you don't know where your next meal is coming from. Most musicians have been there. Okay? And all of a sudden, Harry Connick calls you and says, I need a lead player. I'm going on the road for 3 months at $3,000 a month, $3,000 a week. And you're going to say, oh, no, I don't believe in high notes. Give me a break. It's about survival. It doesn't have to be Harry Connick. If you're in some small town and got an eye on that symphony and the local big band has a job every Thursday night that pays $100 for the lead player, oh no. I don't do that sort of thing. No. Guys, you need the upper register. Now, the reason I'm here, okay, and doing this channel is I have a way to give it to you that you can have the whole ball of wax, okay? Now, if you're using the tone to do all the work for you, number one, double C, whatever, you are not beating your chops up. So if you play a big band job Friday night and you have a little quintet job Saturday morning, you're not coming in all stiff and cacking all over the place. You're not beating your chops up. Second of all, you can adapt. If you're using the tongue, you can adapt the sound to whatever you hear in your head or you need at the time. Now, if you are an orchestra player, and let's just say you're heavily into Tom Rolfe's, okay, you're going to listen to mine. He's way too centered. He's too piercing. His articulation a little too bombastic. No, I can't do that. Well, yes, you can. All you do, if you're using this to play like me, you just relax a little bit, and you've got Tom Rolfes. The timbre opens up. You relax the compression. That's how it works. And you don't have to change a mouthpiece. You have to change a trumpet. Okay? Let's just say you're on the other end of the spectrum. Okay? Your gig is Eric Maeshiro. Okay? Who is sizzling it. Whack. You listen to mine. Ooh, Ralph's a little tubby, man. I don't want that. No problem. If you're playing a G here and you're compressed and you want a little more sizzle, boom. That's all it takes, and you got Maeshiro. Without changing the mouthpiece. That is what I'm telling you. You have control, 5.5 octave range. Okay? Guys, and that's another thing. You are not staying up nights worrying about it if you've got the G or the A or the double C or whatever. You got it. Harry Connick is going to love you. And what you do is you take these chops and you adapt it to any kind of music you want to play. And you can adapt the sound to whatever. If you don't like my sound, fine. Adapt it to what you have, because the tongue is doing it and it controls the whole thing. That is what True Power offers. And that is my thoughts on the upper register. Okay. Comments and criticisms. I usually say criticisms. I'm going to say criticisms here. There's nothing to criticize. This is all subjective, and I'd like your comments. If you want to do the email, fine. I don't think there's anything that would be shameful to put down there. If you don't want to put your name on it, that's fine. So anyway, let me know what you want. Let me know what you think. And especially, give me more virtuosity that really didn't have high notes. Okay, guys, have a great day. I love you all. Bye-bye.